Your shine is making a lot of folks jealous. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your shine is making a lot of folks jealous. Somebody drop in the comments and say, don't be jealous of me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, don't be jealous of me. Now, here's the thing, y'all. People will be so jealous of you, not realizing that the light that you have today is all off the backs of the darkness you had to go through. And see, many people feel like since you're smiling, you're thriving now, you're happy, that you ain't never had to go through anything. When in fact, they couldn't even walk a mile in your shoes if they had your size. I need y'all to understand something. The way you shining right now, I'm talking about you shining like a diamond, a star. The way you are shining right now, you are blinding a lot of people who are too close to your light. Somebody drop in the comments and say, step back. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, step back, right? Now, y'all know this right here is my specialty. And, I speak about, people being jealous and envious of us a lot because it is what it is. It's true, y'all. Okay, if you are chosen, if you are favored, if you're smiling, if you just have a little bit more than the next person, they're gonna be jealous of you. So it's best to be self-aware, right? So you can then be self-preservative and avoid, harm and conflict and all these different things, y'all, that can put you in a bind, right? And that's why I make these videos. But don't be oblivious to your light. Don't be oblivious to your greatness, and don't be oblivious to your talents, okay? You're probably going through this right now on your job. You probably do the best job, the best work on your job, right? You probably are one of the best communicators. You do the best administration work. You're one of the best who show up. You're very punctual, and they are jealous of that, right? Maybe you have favor from the boss, or you have favor from the manager, and people give you certain privileges because of who you are, right? Or not even just privileges, but they just treat you better. It's not because they like you better, but you just have a little favor on your name. One thing about God, y'all, when you're chosen, he favors you anywhere and everywhere you go. So I don't care if you are in the bottom of a dumpster, you're going to have faith. You're going to have favor there, right? As long as you got that faith, you're going to have favor there. So the point is, y'all, is that, they can't stand to see your favor. They can't stand to see your shine. Maybe you're going through this with a family member. Yup, same thing, y'all. They can't stand to see your favor. They can't stand to see your shine. And the list goes on, friends and all, y'all. But with that being said, let's get directly into this video as to why they are jealous of you and jealous of your light, all right? But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Yes, family, this is the second video of today, and we are still in front of the legendary gray couch. All right, let's get right into this, y'all. Number one, the first reason why they are jealous of your light and how much you are shining is because, number one, your accomplishments and your talents, okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your accomplishments and your talents. All right, let's just get right into this. You got Usher, you got Kevin Hart, and you got Joel Osteen. Now, Usher is a singer, dancer, businessman, right? Kevin Hart, comedian, businessman. Joel Osteen, preacher, pastor, businessman. Well, what do they all have in common, Reno? They all have a light. They all have a talent, and they all have accomplishments. But what are the differences between these great men? Well, what's the difference is they are in different paths, on different paths. They have different callings, and they are serving a different group of people. But Reno, what does that mean? That means that Usher is not worried about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is not worried about Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen is not worried about Usher. Usher is not worried about Kevin Hart. You get what I'm saying, y'all? See, the problem is they can't tap into their gift. They don't know what they're talented in. And so what that causes is for them to not have any accomplishments. How can you have any accomplishments that are worthy of being happy for, all right? And you don't know what your talent or your gift is, right? Don't nobody want employee of the month. I'm gonna just be honest, y'all. Don't nobody want to be, celebrated for being the best sweeper. Now, again, hey, whatever you do, be the best at it. So if you gon' sweep streets, be the best the street sweeper. What Martin Luther King said, y'all, sweep streets like one of the best street sweepers. He said something like that, of that nature. But the point is, I don't care if you're working at McDonald's, be the best. However, y'all, if you really want to accomplish greatness, and if you want to achieve some high accolades and accomplishments and achievements, you have to tap into your talent and into your gift in order for your gift to make room for you. And this is why they are jealous of you. Maybe you can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you're a great entertainer, you can paint, you can cook, you're a great culinary student. Y'all drop in the comments y'all gifts and y'all talents. I just want to see, all the different walks of life, y'all, within these comments. Y'all drop in the comments y'all different gifts and talents, all right? But yeah, y'all, you have so many different gifts and talents, and they get mad when you use them, right? But instead of them getting mad at you and worrying about you, they should be tapping into their gift. Somebody drop in the comments and say, tap into your own gift. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, tap into your own gift, all right? But this is why they are jealous of you. Your accomplishments and talents, they coincide with one another, y'all. They coincide with one another. Number 2, your personality traits, all right? Yeah, your personality traits. See, when you have a light that nobody can cut off, you are practically a star. You are a diamond. In any room you walk into, you light it up. Any room you walk into, you brighten it up. I mean, it can be people going through the worst of the worst. It can be individuals who have some of the worst faces, right? Or facial expressions. It could be individuals who don't have nothing positive to say. But family, when you walk in that room, you shift it. You shift the entire room. That is power. All right. It is because of your personality traits in which why they are jealous of you. Maybe you have a personality trait of being confident, right? That's a personality trait. Maybe you have a personality trait of being charismatic, right? Maybe you have a personality trait of just naturally being happy. I've worked with people who would just get mad at me because of me being, charismatic, or me having a nice aura about myself. More importantly, just walking in happy, because I will always listen to like people like E.T., at the time, Trent Shelton, Les Brown. I would listen to like the OGs for real, and it would put me in a positive mood. But when I walk in and I'm happy and I'm smiling and I don't look like I'm pissed off to be working, you can tell the difference, and you can tell how people act and move behind your back just because you are sincerely happy. But that is a personality trait that you have developed. So you have to understand something, y'all. Your light, all right, is going to cause you to shine. And many people are going to be jealous of it simply because of your personality traits. Simple as that. They want it. Number 3, it's going to be this right here, family. Your social status and relationships. Social status and relationships. Let's break this down, y'all. When I say that, I'm talking about, yes, you can have a social media platform. It can be fraternities, brotherhoods, sisterhoods, right? Maybe you have college buddies, work buddies, stuff like that. Popularity of any sort, your romantic life. Yeah, y'all, your romantic life, things like that, family. What I want y'all to understand is that some people will be seriously jealous of that. They really would be, because a lot of people are alone out here. A lot of people feel like they don't have anybody, and even if they have some people in their lives, they're not quality. See, they are judging you off of the quality of your relationships. They are judging you off of the quality of the people who support you and love you and care about you. All right. They are judging you off of that, when indeed, y'all, no one can judge us but God. But we still do it every day as people. And I mean all of us, right? However, y'all, your social status and the type of relationship that you have, it makes people jealous of you, because guess what? You have access to certain things, okay? You got access to love. You have access to support. You have access to people who want to introduce you to more people, right? Like, you may have a beginning actor, and he's in Hollywood and he's starting to meet people, but then you got Denzel Washington. He already done ate at all the tables that young beginning actor trying to eat at. He already done seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. He already done seen it. So that young inspiring actor, or that young actor who is sitting at those tables, he has yet to see what Denzel Washington has seen multiple times in all 4 seasons. Probably 4 times that. The point is, y'all, is that your social status in relationships can drive jealousy. Because what happens when this young actor says, man, I want to sit at the same table as Denzel Washington. I want to sit at the same seats. I want to meet some of the same people. And guess what? They may have a motto of, we don't even talk to you until you have X amount of movies done, until you have X amount of years into this game, right? Like going over there and work somewhere. Yeah, go on somewhere and go play with somebody else. You see what I'm saying, y'all, how it can cause jealousy? That's the same thing with yourself. Social status in relationships can be a big problem. It's people who's jealous of me because I have a bigger following now, right? I'm not gonna say I got the hugest, but to whom much is given, much is required. So, I would consider about 500,000 as a huge amount of people to serve, right? People are jealous of that. People would be jealous if you have a relationship, let alone a woman who loves you or a man who loves you. They'll be jealous of it, because everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants somebody to live and die with, right? Live life and die with. No one wants to die alone, and that will cause a person to be jealous of you. Number 4, y'all, it's gonna be this right here. Your access to opportunities. All right. Your access to opportunities. Now, what this means is, y'all, is that some people will be jealous of you because you have reached certain milestones. Maybe that's marriage, that's education. For women, pregnancy. I did not know that other women be pissed off at other women because they have gotten pregnant, or they have the ability to get pregnant because they are fertile. I did not know it was a thing, but it is. Some women are envious of other women because they're fertile and they're not, right? What else, y'all? Even access to exclusive events, access to exclusive groups. People want access in this world, all right? I think I was talking to y'all before about how it is here in Atlanta. It's not about what you know, right? That's going to keep you in the door, but it's really about who you know, right? It's really about who you know. If you know the right individuals, hey, open sesame, the door's open. But if you don't know the right people and you're just talented, right? You're just good, then, good luck just being good. Good luck just being talented, because the doors are not going to open. So it is a great thing to have relationships, right? Because it can give you access to certain opportunities. You see how they, coincide with one another. But also too, y'all, when you talk about opportunities, then you ask yourself, what is an opportunity? Because one person who's been making $1 million, every year for 10 years won't look at making another $1 million as an opportunity. But the person who's been just making, 10 grand or 20 grand a year would look at making $1 million as an opportunity. So the question is, what is an opportunity for you? But the point is, for me, y'all, is when you have access to certain opportunities, you have milestones, and you was able to complete certain things. You got your education, you got married, you built this, or you innovated this, you met this person. All these different milestones that allowed you to have access to other opportunities, some people will be jealous of that, y'all. I didn't make the rules. That's just the way it is. Number 5, family, it's going to be this right here. Material possessions, all right? Material possessions. People will be jealous of what you have, right? People will be jealous of what you have. Now, y'all know I'm not really big on materialistic, right, things, but this is a part of the world, so I got to talk about it. And some people, a lot of people actually, will be pissed off at what you have. Let's talk right about it, y'all. Let's get right into it. I'm talking about if you got you a house, yeah, y'all, they'll be jealous of that if they have an apartment. You know why? Because people want to see you doing good, but not better than them. Somebody drop in the comments and say it was all fake. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say it was all fake, because it was. It was all fake, right? They portrayed to be happy for you. They portrayed to love you. They portrayed that, yeah, I want to see you succeed. But when you started doing better than them, they started showing them true colors, right? I never forget, I had a family member, who tried to get me a job at the time, right after I got done with college, and this was around the time where I was still trying to figure out, like, man, I know it's something more than just working a job. Like, I knew it was something more, but I couldn't pinpoint it. And that's when I was thinking, I was like, man, maybe I'm gonna just be a motivational speaker, man. Like, for some reason, I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I'm drawn to it. I naturally have this effect, right? And I never forget, y'all. I was on the phone with him, and there was like, I got the paperwork ready for the job. You can get this job. And I was just like, no thanks, such and such. But, I think I'm gonna just follow my dream, my purpose. What, you gonna pass up an opportunity like this? Yeah, I'm gonna follow my dream, my purpose. Thank you so much, but I don't want that. I don't want to work for someone. And they really had a big attitude about that, because in their mind they're looking at it like, you're gonna have the opportunity to be better than me. You're gonna have the opportunity to surpass me, because no matter how you slice it, a job is limited, right? I don't care if you get paid $25 an hour. You can't go past $40 an hour unless you're gonna do overtime, and even still, it's a cap. But when you are an entrepreneur, you can make $1 million in a day. Who's stopping you? Who's stopping you? Nobody. And so that's something that had happened to me. I realized that, now that I'm stepping into something greater than what they have to offer me, it's a problem. And here's the funny thing. If I would have taken the job, they had already planned to leave anyway. You see how that works? People want to keep you here. They want to keep you here. Apartment, people are getting mad if you have a better apartment than them, a better car than them. Even if you have no financial struggles, let's just say you don't have to worry about rent no more. Maybe you got some type of check that come in for the rest of your life, right? Congratulations, by the way, if you got that. But this check come in for the rest of your life, indeed. And you speak about it, you don't brag or boast, but you just happy that God blessed you with this. Well, family, if you got other people who don't have a check coming in for the rest of their life to pay their rent, be prepared for the jealousy. Be prepared for the envy. You know why? Because we don't have that. We still struggling financially. And this is why I understand why celebrities or people who have money or who have become successful move away from the hood. They move away from people who don't have anything good to say. They move away from people who have a negative mentality, right? But this is very important to know. People will be jealous of you because of your materialistic possessions. You got to understand that, all right? But family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, all right? Hopefully this right here stuck with you. You are shining, right? You have a light, and they want to cut it off, okay? But family, like I said, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all make sure y'all get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts. Y'all get a Yes Sir hoodie. Book a one-on-one session with your boy. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy. Y'all join the membership and go meet your tribe. I'm going to catch you on the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.